Okay. Third time better be a charm. All right. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for February 26th. February 26th is the 57th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, with 308 days remaining to the end of the year, 309 in leap years. Before we get into the matters of the day, I'm going to tell you that happy birthday to me. I didn't think to pick up any birthday girl gear when I was out on errands earlier, but maybe we can use our imaginations and pretend I'm wearing a little birthday tiara. Nice 3-layer Italian cream cake right here. Maybe some ice cream on the side. Way too many candles for one cake, so we'll just leave those off. Anyway, thank you for allowing me to tell you it's my birthday. And let's get on with the show now. Today's word is jury. Jury can be a noun, a verb, or an adjective. As a noun, jury means a body of persons sworn to give a verdict on some matters submitted to them. A body of persons legally selected and sworn to inquire into any matter of fact and give their verdict according to the evidence. A jury might be a committee for judging and awarding prizes at an exhibition, like an art exhibition. As a verb, jury refers to that last definition, as in selecting materials for exhibit, like an art show. As an adjective, jury can mean improvised for temporary use, especially in an emergency, makeshift. Jury comes to us from Middle English, Anglo-French before that, and Latin before that. First known use of the word jury is in the 1400s as a noun, but not until about 1940 as a verb. And with that, on February 26, 1616, Galileo Galilei was formally banned by the Roman Catholic Church from teaching or defending the view that Earth orbits the sun. He will have been about 52 when this happened, and I'm thinking it's probably a good thing that it didn't happen when he was younger, because young people will argue a point. As it was, Galileo came pretty close to facing a death sentence over the notion that planets might revolve around the sun instead of everything revolving around the Earth. He was an astronomer, physicist, and engineer, and possessed a scientific mind. He invented some amazing and useful instruments for measuring and observing, not least of which was the telescope. He'd studied the work of Copernicus and what is called Copernican heliocentrism. Man, oh man, the church did not like that. No sirree, not one little bit. They busted his chops pretty hard over that. Came very near looking at an execution. They did give him the opportunity to recant, which he wisely agreed to do. That had to have been awful. Physically observe that, yes, the Earth does revolve around the sun, but to have to go along with the idea that Earth is the center of the universe, to go along with the Inquisition in order to stay alive and relatively free. They put him under house arrest for the rest of his life. But it was on this day, February 26, 1616, that Galileo was formally banned from teaching or defending the view that Earth orbited the sun. And I actually have more to say about that, but we're going to let that be enough for now. I think from here we'll jump on into today's song, and if you'd like to see about some other things that happened on February 26, I covered other things in previous episodes. I'll put an iCard in the corner for YouTube viewers, and it'll be in the description for everybody. Today's song is These Boots Are Made for Walking by Nancy Sinatra. Lee Hazelwood wrote that song inspired by a line in a 1963 comedy western called Four for Texas, when Frank Sinatra said, "They tell me them boots ain't built for walking." Nancy Sinatra recorded it in November of 1965, and it was released in December of 1965. Go-go boots were quite the thing at the time, and I remember my sister and I had some little go-go boots. We'd put them on and do an interpretive skit singing along with Nancy. What a sight that must have been. The song has been covered by a good number of other artists and featured in several movies and TV shows. These boots are made for walking hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 on February 26, 1966. Link in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include the link to my blog page that is called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, Parler, BitChute, and Getter. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Do not disturb.
Okay, I turned Do Not Disturb on.
Good job. Third time better be a charm. January 2nd. The 16th. It's all written in Roman numerals, so I had to translate it. I think we got it this time. Flinging happiness all over the place. Alrighty. Back to work.